word comes into your mind when you hear the word forgiveness?
Love.
Grace.
Forgetting.
Peace. Respect.
Freedom.
Apology.
Acceptance.
Understanding.
Relief.
What do you think about forgiveness in your own opinion?
I think forgiveness is when people not necessarily forget about the things the bad things done to them, but more on understanding why these people did what they did, right? And then other than that, it's something that the world, and once we do understand both sides, we should think of a way to find a middle ground for everyone, so that way both sides win, right? No one gets hurt. And I think that's what forgiveness really is, because it's very important in a person's life, because holding on to your anger won't progress your life, right? It's nothing really good happening to you if you just continue on being angry.
Hi, I'm Teacher Harvey, and today I'll narrate the story, The Prodigal Son. The Prodigal Son. In the parable, The Prodigal Son, Jesus told about a man who had two sons. The younger son decided he wanted his inheritance before his father died. The father gave him the money, and the son took it and went to live in the city. Soon, he had spent all his money on wild parties and sinful living. The son was hungry and begged a farmer to give him a job. The farmer hired him to feed the pigs. The young man was so hungry that even the pigs' food looked good to him. He finally realized he had been terribly wrong to dishonor his father by demanding his inheritance. He knew he was also wrong to waste the money on wild parties and sinful living. He wanted to go home. He thought about his father's servants weren't hungry like he was. He felt he could no longer be treated like a son, but he decided to ask his father for a job. At least that way, he wouldn't be hungry. The young man began walking home. He didn't know his father had watched every day for his return. When the boy was a long way away, his father saw him and began running toward him. The father kissed his son and welcomed him home. This is the way it is with God. When someone is truly sorry for their wrongs and wants to leave their sinful life behind, God fully forgives them and welcomes them back to Him. That's all. Thank you.
How can you relate the story Prodigal Son to your life?
The story of the prodigal son is about forgiveness and redemption, right? So in a way, it relates to me because we always have the chance to forgive others. And whenever I forgive others and whenever others forgive me, I kind of what the story is trying to show.
Good morning, my name is Albert, and I'm gonna show you or teach you how to say sorry. Teacher Harvey. Yeah, Teacher Albert. Teacher Harvey.
Are you talking to me after?
I'm so sorry for beating you up in Mobile Legends. I'm the best mage actually. Should I say thank you? Okay, I hope you forgive me of being better.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. Should I say thank you? Should I?
Teacher Edward!
Yes, teacher.
I'm so sorry I didn't help you with fixing the computer.
It's
I'm
okay,
just
teacher.
busy with hiring teachers.
Yes, I understand
I'm
that.
so sorry. Hope you forgive me.
Yes, of course, I forgive you.
Peace?
Yeah.
What will you
Okay.
do to prevent saying sorry?
I think the best way to prevent saying sorry is to not hurt other people. So how can we do that? So I think we have to be more sensitive with how other people think and how other people feel when we say something. I know that it is a little bit hard, or it is really hard, because everyone has different opinions and we can't please everybody. But at least if we try to be more sensitive, if we try to think first before we comment or say something, I think it will prevent us from hurting people, and in that way we will not need to say sorry to them. And also, we have to be considerate with others. We have to think that not everyone will agree with our opinions, and not everyone is the same with us. So we have to respect our differences and be more patient when others are not agreeing with your opinion. And that's it.
I remember 5 years ago, I used to be a rebel child. I remember those times when I would always say bad words, especially to my father, who was very sick. Then, lately, I just realized that he had cancer. And then I used to be a very disobedient child. And then there was this time when I felt very regretful. It was very late. It was very late when I realized. Actually, my mother just informed me about it. And it was very late when I realized that I was not able to say sorry to him. I was not able to say sorry with my father. Okay, sorry. Okay, I don't want to cry. But the moral lesson that I've learned is that while your parents are still alive, always obey them and always say sorry when you did something wrong. So, that's what I've learned. Thank you.
They were having a baby.
Oh, it's video, my narration of the story Prodigal Son. So, guys, stay tuned.
Forgiveness.
No, wait.
I remember 5 years ago.
Oh, she's sorry. Sorry.